right. Welcome back, Tony.
Yes, we are back.
We is back. We're going to take over and do some stock action now with some Mag 7 stocks.
Absolutely.
For all of you. Let's see here. I'm trying to, I don't know. Okay, thank you. All right, so, so we're going to do a 45-minute segment now. We're switching up things a little bit on the schedule. We got to make room for Sam and Adelina. So Tony and I are going to do this Mag 7 in 45 minutes, which is plenty of time.
Hopefully, we might have to run through it.
Well, I think we'd be okay. You know, I was looking at my charts and I was just kind of prepping for this, Tony, and I'm like, I don't know if I should count Friday's halted session because, like, for me, there's price action, of course, but like in some of this, I don't know, because the way I use volume profile, I don't know if I should, but I guess I will. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I must skew the picture a little bit, huh?
A little bit, but I think some of these stocks won't matter.
Yeah,
because like if we just take Amazon right now, or Amazon, if we just take Apple, start off with
Alphabet.
Yeah, no, not Alphabet. Apple. We're not going to start. I'm going to keep the G in place. You know, right. I don't want 3 A's. It's
old
too much, man. Yeah, but it's just Well, I mean, I got an F for Facebook. No, I mean Meta.
Yeah, letter F. Yeah.
All these stocks. No, what I was going to say here is it's almost traded through the range today of what it did on Friday's shortened session. Anyway, so here we go. But man, Apple. We talked about Apple last week before Thanksgiving break. Man, it was doing very well, right? Did you buy Apple? Was that the one?
No, Amazon was the one. We'll get to it.
Okay. We're getting there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, we've been holding this upper consolidation. We broke out of this band that we were in for a few weeks. Finally. Most of November we were in, right? And I remember we talked about this. We broke up and we got even higher. So now we've kind of gone, this is cool to see. Just, I got a gap I keep down here. Let me just do this. See if I can flip this. Yeah. So we kind of went to here last week. The week we were holding that, and then all of a sudden, like on Tuesday, we finally flipped even higher. So now you look at this thing, and it's like we've kind of gone to another, and we're at all-time highs, right? We're at all-time highs. We're up here, and we're consolidated. So we got like another little area of, I don't know what you want to call it, just just another channel, right? Just another micro composite area for a few days, and there's really not that many days here because. Again, Friday, to me, it's just kind of like weak volume. Yes, there's people trading it. Obviously, we have, we've got price action. We've got price movement. We've got all of that. Let me just get rid of this now so I can see better. All right. So today, again, a good move to the upside. And this didn't really look too much. I guess it did. It did kind of mimic the NASDAQ a bit, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. It started to follow suit.
Yep. What is the new? Where is the new one? I'm on the old one.
Prime Global.
Are you on the old one, Tony? We're on a new stream, guys. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, guys, actually, we're going live, actually, I think on 2 channels concurrently. So there's actually, if you're watching this stream from the Hola Prime TV channel, then you're going to want to click the link that's actually in the chat. I think it's the only link is actually pinned at the top too, as well. And you're going to want to click on the link because we're at Hola Prime Global, Hola Prime Official. So that's where we're going to be finding our new home for the stream. All right, guys. So kind of just bringing everything under one roof. So for anybody, just click on the link, come over to the new stream. You'll find us there. But yeah, and we'll be reminding you guys all throughout the day and the preceding days as well.
Yep. Perfect. Thanks, Tony.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, like I was saying, yeah, we're just, I mean, again, what can I say about Apple? I mean, up and to the right, as we like to talk about, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
we opened up in range. I want to go back to Wednesday, because that's just, to me,
That's the day, right?
That's the last real full session,
day.
right? Yeah. So we opened up right in the middle of that. We fell back down, kind of retested the lows we got to on Friday, but not quite. And then we came off of that pretty nicely, and we've been trading up, and now we're trading higher than we were on Wednesday. We're trading at all-time highs currently, right? $280.34. We are still breaking higher as we speak, certainly well above point of control on the day and VWAP. So very bullish on Apple. And if you want to get in, I don't know where you get in at this point, unless you just want to jump and catch a wave at the all-time highs. But I don't like to trade that way. I would want to wait for a pullback of sorts, and it hasn't given us much of a pullback anywhere today, outside of, the last time was around 11:15 Eastern, when it came back a little bit to VWAP, and then VWAP's held very nicely here. So it's just been bouncing right off of it, and now we're way above. So
yeah, a lot of bullish momentum, and still, like, even so, like, the bullish headlines continue to come out. It's one of those things. JP Morgan, not that anyone really cares about some of these analyst notes that come out of the large banks, but JP Morgan, they reiterated overweight. Price target $305. I could see $300, or at least $295, maybe by year end. Maybe. So? Yeah, beginning of Q1 26, maybe.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, everyone's citing, right, the iPhone 17 demand, but apparently they said in their note that supply was trailing the demand.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing, right? Because I think in years prior, right, coming out of COVID, they kind of bet big on the 15, 16 and all the different types of the 16. And they had a lot of inventory that they had to work through. And then, of course, the tariff crap that was happening Q1, Q2 of this past year. So I think now they're like, okay, smaller supply, hopefully larger demand. We can make them on the fly if we need. But and they're also extending some of those Black Friday deals. So guys, if you haven't secured your iPhone yet and you haven't bought your Apple stock, do both at the same time.
You could take the savings from the phone and you could buy, maybe a share.
Exactly. A couple of shares. Yeah, one share.
Maybe.
I know. It's unbelievable, though. No, still very bullish, which is good.
Yes, it is good. It's very good when we have a mixed bag today in the Mag 7 stocks. But let's move on to Amazon here, and we can get to Tony's trade. All right, so I'm going to do this. I've decided I want out of volume profile for Friday. I want none of it. I'm not going to show it. I'm going to show Wednesday here.
Perfect.
Which we closed kind of near the low of the session, but we were holding, you and I are both very bullish on Amazon still.
Yep.
I think you bought more. I think you bought a position on Wednesday, wasn't it?
Initiate the position, 25K. Yep. Let's go.
Yeah. Nice. Not a small position either. So, we closed around, where was this? On Wednesday, we closed 229.10.
Yeah.
We had a little gap to the upside on Friday, obviously short session, but again, we continue the move and the momentum today. Now, this looks different than the indices, a little more exaggerated, but we are still, nonetheless, Tony, trading at highs of the day. Practically, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Where do we go at? Let's see. 235.79 was our high of the day.
Oh yeah, not far off.
The first 10 minutes in or so, we hit that. We pulled back. We came down. We retested. Kind of basically, I don't want to say Friday, but we retested. We didn't even get into Wednesday's range, which is very, very good sign. We pulled back out of that, so we haven't even come back into where we were on Wednesday. Obviously, that's good for you, Tony, where you bought, because you're upside all the way through. And we're continuing to climb. And again, just like we were with Apple, we're trading well above VWAP, like well above VWAP. Session VWAP is at 234. We'll call it 234.12. Point of control is above that a little bit. And we are currently looking to extend this and maybe get above value area high in the day and continue climbing up. So, That's what I got as far as what the profile is looking like. And
Yeah,
of
the
course,
profile.
very bullish. I'm sorry, not bearish. Very bullish on this stock, of course.
Yep. So I mean, one of the main things that we were talking about when you're first looking at this stock was kind of how it's played out comparatively to the rest of the Mag 7 just over the last month or two. It seems seemingly like gotten schwacked a little bit like in November because of everybody wasn't sure about whether or not we were going to start selling the news on the text.
Right.
I mean, sorry, the AI slowdown. I wouldn't actually call it slowdown, but whatever was happening with AI, right? Are we still believing the valuations, that kind of thing? Rocketed higher at the end of October after their earnings release, up to like 255, 257. The stock's trading 235 last. So what I'm looking at, from kind of a, I don't know, quantitative and qualitative perspective is quarter over quarter revenue continues to grow. I got a graphic that just like shows just a massive uptrend, just up and to the right.
I know you were looking at the fundamentals. You're like, oh, dude.
Seriously, revenue. I mean, you can't beat it. You really can't beat it. And then today, actually, I think I don't know if it was pre-market or just like when the market was opening. We're talking about how NVIDIA and Google are kind of going combative, right, to see who can eat each other's lunch. And Amazon AWS and Google Cloud just today announced that they're partnering on cross-cloud interconnections. So I guess Amazon is picking the side of Google, at least for the cloud AWS type stuff, which is
more
huge.
people on Team Google, of course.
Yeah, exactly, which is huge. So I'm just like, if it's going to be Google, in terms of like the AI compute type stuff, and then you have NVIDIA for the hardware, like that's fine. NVIDIA might start to take a little bit of a backseat. Not saying that hardware isn't going anywhere. Obviously, we need the hardware to power the software, right?
Yeah.
So I just think that, again, it's more of a bullish narrative around Amazon. They're calling $305 a share price target, average price target. This thing's trading $235 last. We just covered. Don't get it confused, guys. We just covered. Apple, right, with the same $305 price target out of J.P. Morgan. But this thing's trading at $235. Apple's trading at $265 or whatever.
280, 280, 281 almost.
So this is my buy. I do think that it appreciates, and I have other reasons why I'm getting involved with Amazon. They've been good to me. I've been good to them. So why not? So that's it.
Hey, man. This is also one of those things where, like Buffett always says, if you like the stock at one price, you like it, if you still like it,
sure,
keep buying it. I mean,
on a fundamental standpoint, I really like it. Yeah, out of all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And I do believe that I do believe that some of the guys that are looking at NVIDIA are starting to be like, any sort of CapEx slowdown across the board could start to hurt this thing, some sort of demand destruction or operational disruptions, China news. Like there's a lot of stuff that
with the US and China saying you can't produce more over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that could hinder NVIDIA. And, whether or not that happens, whatever, maybe NVIDIA pulls back 5-10% when that type of stuff happens. Still not a lot in terms of market cap. It is a lot. But I just think that Amazon will continue to march higher, even like with those headlines. So that's where I'm at. I saw another guy on the Twitter, in the Twitterverse, saying anything under $1,000 on Amazon is your entry point. So some of these people think this thing's going to $1,000. So we'll see. We'll see, guys,
crazy.
Right?
Yeah, we'll see for sure.
Yep.
I mean, all these stocks are, oh man, speaking around a $300 stock, let's go to Google. 317.50 currently. Now, I'm going to get rid of Friday again. I just don't want it. I don't want it muddying the waters because it doesn't do much for me. All right. So Wednesday, very similar to Amazon. We kind of, we didn't trade the low day. We traded kind of in the middle here. We were in the middle of value area. But Google has had a hell of a run.
Yep.
And Wednesday was a little soft, just a little bit. It wasn't bad. We just we didn't really continue to go up, and we didn't really go down, right? We stayed right in there. Again, all the big news on Google with NVIDIA. I'm sorry, with is it Meta? Was it Meta that's supporting them on the? No, I'm all confused.
For Google? Oh, you talked about the headline
On the
Gemini AI.
Yeah, and the Gemini 3 and all that.
Yeah.
Was it
that was Meta.
Microsoft or was it Meta? I think it was Meta. Yeah,
no, it was
Meta.
Meta. Yeah,
It was Meta. All right. Well, we're still above this gap that was formed last week.
Mm-hmm.
Last week was a shortened week, but from the weekend prior, from Friday into Monday, we had this big gap up. We haven't even come close to retesting or filling this gap. So we're holding, which is great to see. Here we are today. I mean, we're just kind of in a range. We're fine. We're in a range. We're, we've had an opportunity, I think, maybe to add to your position if you wanted to go long. I mean, I'm bullish on this stock. I don't see a reason not to be. We had right after the open. So we opened up at, where do we open here? 317.48.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we open? Was that our low? We opened at our low? We opened at our low.
Mm-hmm.
We pulled up, retested, went as high as 319.84, only to pull back down. So we came back down like in the first 15 minutes. So this is kind of your 15-minute breakout here, Tony.
Yep.
You could have snagged somebody. If it was breaking downside,
calls.
you may have thought it was going further down.
Yeah.
We got as low as like 314.46. Did it a couple of times. So we had an opportunity here, but then it just reversed and held. It came back up. So we haven't gotten to the high of the day. We're just kind of barely inside value area low of Wednesday, which is okay. I don't know if it's weak. I just think it's just it's just there. It's just hanging to the upside. And I think it all things considered, it's a little bit down on the day, down about almost 0.9%, 0.8% here. But, I don't know. I'm still very, very bullish on Google, especially all the news you just mentioned with Amazon and with everything else. I mean, why not? And not everything can be ripping every day. It's just, these guys take turns sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. Yeah.
But it doesn't, it's not trading like the indices, though. That's one thing to say. It's not trading in any pattern towards what the NASDAQ's doing, but that's okay.
Yeah, I would just, the one thing that I would add is I think, when NVIDIA was selling off, I know when NVIDIA was selling off, everybody was kind of piling into this thing. So I would expect, a week and a half for this thing to either lag, the indices as everything else kind of like, lifts with tide. But nonetheless, it's still, very bullish. Yeah, it looks kind of choppy, like given
it's a little, but it's okay.
Last week. No, I mean, just like given with what happened last week with those abbreviated days and the weird open on Friday for futures. So it is what it is. But this thing has appreciated massively. It's a huge. Look at where we've. Is it the biggest Max 7?
Look at where we've come.
Market cap 3.8 trillion. No, 3.9.
No. NVIDIA's bigger.
Yeah.
NVIDIA is still like 4.5 trillion.
Yeah.
It pulled back off the 5, but look at where we've gone. I'm going all the way back here through early October. Look at this chart, man. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're not really pulling back. We're just, it's just a healthy little. We're just right there. We're just rotating.
Sure. Yeah.
To me, this is a rotation. This is nothing more than that.
Yeah.
And you've got gaps way back here. You got these little. Like this little gap way back down here. You got this little gap. We never came back and filled these. And it's just been up, right? So, good. This is a very good sign. Google, I mean, how can you go wrong?
I know. Johnny Boy saying that he was taking a cloud professional architect course with Google. Yeah, I know that. I knew that Google starts to give out these little certificates. And I know actually a lot of people did like Google coding boot camps and AI boot camps. And guys, sometimes those certificates could go further than definitely like an associate's degree or something. So if you could fill your resume with stuff like that.
You must be on the other stream.
Yeah, I'm on the Whole of Prime TV. Yeah, again, guys, actually, we're actually streaming on two channels right now. We're doing a migration over to our main channel, which is no longer going to be Whole of Prime TV, which is where you guys always used to catch us. Okay, we're actually just going to be streaming under Whole of Prime, and it's like Whole of Prime official. Like we want everything under one roof. So there's actually a link, and we'll share it again right now. We'll share the link for you guys to go over and catch us on the other stream. Okay, the stream that we're going to be going with. We're just doing multi-stream right now so that we can get some of the laggers and push them into the main channel.
And I see the comments now. I'm back on. I got both up, so thank you.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth in between. Yeah.
Ah, no, it is crazy. All right, cool. Yeah. No problem. All right, so yeah, that's Google. I don't know what else to say about Google at this point. Just it's looking good.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Let's go to Meta. Meta's a little down. Meta's the weakest on the day, down about 1%. But I will say, and I continue to say, that I like Meta for a lot of reasons.
Yep.
I like the fact that it was at $760 and you could have bought it at 600 or below. You could have bought a 580 or something like that. What was it? 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's rounding the corner. It's rounding the corner, and we're not quite up to the gap, the bottom of the gap of that, kind of the earnings, I guess the bad news of the earnings with the tax bill, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And this is like what we keep talking about. We talk about this with you and Amazon or with Apple or any of this. If you like the stock and you liked it near all-time highs in the 700s, and God, why wouldn't you buy it here?
Exactly.
Or DCA or do whatever, get more. So, and the news out of Meta has been good. It's not warranting a sell-off. I mean, I know that this whole sector has gotten a little hit over the last few weeks. Been quite a bit of AI scare, a little bit of too much invested, circular financing. All these guys are propping each other up a little bit. We haven't seen enough real margin, real profits from all of this heavy investment into the AI. I get it, but like what we're talking about, we have some real tangible, IP and products here.
Sure.
NVIDIA's you're making chips, you're making GPUs, you're making hardware. You've got cloud storage. These are real functional buildings with all sorts of R&D in them. They're not just a basic concrete tilt-up warehouse. These are like heavy. I mean, these are high-tech structures that are meant to be super cold and run all this processing and have this,
absolutely,
way out in the middle. So you're building real stuff here. There's real assets. There's real value. So yeah, maybe it's like everything though. It's like the pendulum we talk about, like the little pendulum that swings. Things tend to go a little bit too much. They pull back. Maybe you get a little bit of a pullback. Like in Meta, maybe it pulled back too far.
Sure,
grab some now, because as it comes back in, you'll be happy you did. So it's just one of these things. And it's, man, guys, these Mag 7 stocks are under the microscope every single day.
Yep.
Everybody just wants to beat them up, pick them apart, criticize them, what have you. They can't escape. They can't hide in the shadows for their life. So yeah, it is what it is. But look, it's not bad. Coming out of the week, coming out of the holiday, we're not selling off.
No,
we're doing, this is good stuff.
Yeah,
this is Friday. So I didn't include. So again, I did not. I do have Friday on here. I did this last night. I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, and I think really coming into the end of the year, at least into the next earnings print for all of these, for the Google, for the Amazon, the cloud service providers, that cloud revenue is really going to, I think, start to shine as some of this AI spend continues to be large, right? So I think that people are going to say, hey, you still got revenues, you got good cloud revenue, which is in a high margin area, X CapEx.
Right.
So I think that's really going to start to pay dividends. And that's why the linear regression model says it's going up.
Yeah, they're going to, Meta is set to invest nearly $400 billion in CapEx by 2025. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's a wrong print. Maybe it's by 2026. I think it's a misprint. But here's what's important to me today. I could care less where it opened, where it's done. Wednesday, we did this. This is Wednesday, right? This is Wednesday's little box here. Okay. And what did we do? We held. Yeah, we came up Friday, a shortened session. Okay, we kind of gapped down today a little bit. Came right to, I wouldn't even say value area high. We came right to the upper end, the high of Wednesday. Came off of it, came back down, retested, came off of it. We're kind of hanging in the middle here. So that's a very good sign. And like I said, the closer we get to 650, we're almost there. Then I think we're well on our way back up to the 700s. But yeah, and it may not be immediate. We're not talking about a V reversal here, but just a nice slow climb.
Yep.
Gives you more opportunity to grab more, right? And these are all these things are good opportunities if you want to be a long-term investor, or you already own it, you want to own more. This gives you a good opportunity to get in. So, I mean, yeah, Meta's just, what can I say?
It's killing it.
I can't say anything else. I was like a broken record, man.
No, really. I mean, it was so low. And I think that I did that long-term trend line when it was trading down at 584. It's just like, this thing is getting killed.
I know.
But again, it's just, we didn't know where we were really going, whether or not we're going to continue to sell off, what was going to come down the pipe from Washington. And seemingly, Santa Claus rally, as Paul likes to say, right? We're first day of December.
I know, we could get it. We could.
Hopefully. But again, just another stock that's been like sold off pretty hard. And I think, again, though that AI, that cloud revenue, I'm not sure their exposure to that type of stuff, but I know they're big on AI, data center build out, right? And they'll probably be a benefactor to that. So that'll definitely help the underlying for sure. Quick time check. 14 minutes left?
All right, thanks.
Yep.
We got 3 more to go. All right. Way to keep me on track.
There you go.
All right. Microsoft. Another one. Another oldie but goodie. They're all oldies but goodies. Holding the gap. Holding the gap from last Tuesday into Wednesday. I do have Friday on here as well. I could take it off. Just should. All right. So all of these kind of had a good Friday. Friday was an up session in the market. Albeit a shortened session. Yeah. But what do? We come in, we gap down, kind of get back into the range from Wednesday, which is fine, which is totally fine. Because if you look here, the overall, Wednesday, we ended up kind of just consolidating for the majority of the day, right? Just look at this big flat line here. We ended up closing right at point of control on the session. But today, we come down, but we're making a nice direction, nice little, 25 degree or so, just move up. We're trending slowly up out of it. So I like that. It's nice to see. The fact that we came down doesn't bother me. We just had to get into and retest Wednesday. We didn't get that far. I think we were still within value area, technically around.
Yeah.
Where was this at 940 this morning, right after the open a little bit, right? We kind of tested the downside, and then we said nope, and we never came back. So again, yes, we're down a little bit. We're down, 0.6% or so, whatever it is. $3, $3.15. Not the end of the world. Now, keep in mind that $3.15 is based on the last close, which is Friday. And I've already said, and this is subjective, I've already said that I am not really concerned about